Are you undocumented and you have a US citizen child who is under the age of 21 and they have been a victim of a crime in the United States? You might qualify for a U visa. In this video, I'm going to talk about ways that undocumented parents of minor US citizen children who have been victimized can sometimes qualify to receive a U visa, which is a lawful immigration status for 4 years. It allows you to work lawfully in the United States and it creates a pathway to getting a green card. My name is Ashley. I'm an immigration attorney. I have two offices, one in Bend, Oregon, and the other in Carlsbad, California. However, my office serves clients located all over the United States because I only practice immigration law, which is federal law. So that means it's the same all over the country. So if you are undocumented and you have a child who has been a victim of, for example, any kind of crime involving sexual assault or sexual abuse, or perhaps a crime related to kidnapping. That's something that we often see when there are custody issues between parents who are separated or divorced. Those are the two most common crimes that we see in my office that qualify a parent to apply for a U visa based on the fact that their child was a victim of that type of a crime. So the way this works is that typically a parent will come to our office, and during our screening process, we will find out that their child has been a victim of, sadly, most often some kind of sexual abuse or sexual assault. And that can be by another family member, it can be by a complete stranger, it can be by somebody at their school or perhaps a child care program. They are a victim of sexual abuse and the parent finds out about it and they then report it to authorities. Or if the parent was not the first one to find out about it, they find out about it some other way, perhaps by speaking to somebody at their school who perhaps their child confided in, who suspects that maybe there has been some kind of abuse happening that the parent was initially unaware of. And then at that point, the parent decides to contact authorities or to help however they can in speaking to authorities on behalf of their child because their child is a minor and unable to really communicate with the police or social workers or whoever might be investigating this case. Based on that, the undocumented parent can qualify for the U visa. So the main requirements are that you have, as an undocumented parent, your child has been a victim of one of the qualifying crimes. There are many qualifying crimes for the U visa, but again, for purposes of this video, I'm focusing specifically on parents whose children have been a victim of some kind of a sexual crime, sexual abuse, sexual assault, or they perhaps have been a victim of a crime like kidnapping or a crime that is very similar to kidnapping. And that typically occurs in the context of um, a custody situation where perhaps the other parent has taken the child somewhere without permission from a court, and it's considered to be a kidnapping under our criminal laws. So those are the two most common scenarios that we see. If you have a child who has experienced either of these crimes or any crime for that matter, you should definitely contact an immigration attorney to find out if you could qualify to file for your U visa based on this. It doesn't matter that your child is a US citizen. Immigration is not looking at the immigration status of your child. They're looking at, has your child who is a minor under the age of 21, have they been a victim of one of the qualifying crimes? And have you, as their parent, cooperated with any kind of investigation into that crime? And that includes making a report and speaking to the authorities about what you know about what has happened to your child and being willing to continue cooperating as they are investigating, should they continue any kind of investigation. It is not necessary that there is a prosecution against the person responsible. That means it's not necessary that there's a trial. It's not necessary that charges are ever filed. What is necessary is that you, as the parent, have communicated with authorities about what you know about what happened to your child. All right, so I hope this video is helpful. Again, if you are undocumented and your child has experienced any kind of crime, it is still worthwhile to reach out to an immigration attorney to find out if you could qualify for the U visa, even if it's not one of these two crimes that I'm talking about in this video, because again, there are many qualifying crimes for the U visa. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact my office at 760-812-3778.